listeners. This is a follow-up to the email we just sent over last week. I wanted to, number one, thank you for all of you that reached out. And, I really cherish our relationship and want to bring value always to you guys. And I have with me Shayna Ackles, the VP of Growthward Consulting. And I really believe this is somebody that you need to know and have in your world. Shayna, can you tell us a little bit about your background and a little intro?
Oh, thanks, Luis. That was such a kind intro. My name is Shayna Ackles, and I am the co-founder of Growthward Consulting. We officially organized in December of 2020 with my partner, Kristen Cole, and our mission is to provide consulting and training and coaching to business entrepreneurs with the focus of meeting them where they're at. Not everybody's the same. So meeting people where they're at and creating an impact in their life. My brief background is, I like to say I've been in real estate for 20-ish years. We stopped counting at 20, but in reality it's 25 years. And I spent the last 10 years of my life in brokerage leadership, real estate brokerage leadership and growth and coaching and training. And stepped down from the leadership piece of that, of an organization, to create a coaching and training company because it's where my heart is truly at. It's what makes me smile every day.
That is so true. I want to talk about kind of something that's very important to today's business environment, right? Mm-hmm. And we're transitioning from an era of death by Zoom, everything is Zoom, and we're seeing a shift in education, training, and really what the people that we lead want. So can you tell us a little bit about, from your experience being active in this realm, what are you seeing right now?
Oh gosh, thank goodness what I'm seeing right now is a return to in-person. We're back to in-person teaching and traveling. And then the other thing that I'm seeing is the best complement to that is teaching to the market of today. The market is shifting so quickly and changing so quickly and shuffling so quickly. And so taking basic content, but ensuring that we are addressing the market of today in every conversation that we have, so that people are armed not only with the basics. I mean, real estate, business building, not just real estate, but business building is always going to be the basics. It's the conversation you have around it. And so our focus is, what is the conversation that we're having and how is it relevant to help people today? Because that's changing so quickly. So that's our main focus, and that's where we're seeing the biggest impact. But really, really partnering with business owners across all industries, specifically in real estate and across all industries, just to get back in person and help them with what's happening in our market today.
I mean, what I'm seeing too, and just specifically going to real estate brokerages, even though we help mortgage and insurance and a ton of other industries, is I'm noticing that the brokerage leaders understand that there's a void in the market in terms of like what their people want. And it's like, they're the ones leading, but where else do they get resources? Who do they bring into the brokerage to give the agents what they really want and what they need in this market? And I think we've seen that partnering with them and bringing them maybe like a class that's specifically message of the moment is giving that organization a number of benefits and a leg up with their competitors. Can we talk a little bit about that? Like, what are you seeing as the positive impact of us partnering with these brokerages or mortgage companies and providing educational in-person content for their organizations?
So two things, I mean, a lot of things come to mind, but I'm just going to address two because I respect people's time. And one is, there's a ton of movement right now. The market and all the noise around us is creating so much scarcity, and coming from that leader role of understanding how hard it is to close that back door and provide value to your people. The in-person training, it's bringing people back to a culture, it's increasing production, it's helping with retention, and it's helping with recruiting. And like I said, that brokerage leader, all those things are so valuable. If I can find that leverage to bring into my world, I love it. So that's been a huge benefit of our partnership And then the other benefit of the partnership is, as we again morph from death by Zoom back into in-person classes, showing up with owners of businesses to earn the right with their people, so that then we can maybe supplement that with some Zoom classes. So you go and teach one in person and you create a great connection with the people. And then maybe 2 weeks later, we do a Zoom class where they know what they're getting and they're willing to show up. They're willing to turn their computer back on. And that's been easier for both people traveling and people on budgets. And it's a production to bring a person into the office to train, if you will. And then how do we follow that up and continue to provide value without going through that production again? And I think that's the program I'm seeing us put together most often right now.
I love that. And you spoke a lot about retention. I'm super passionate about recruiting, and I'm just seeing in some of these markets, these other brokerages aren't with the program yet. They don't even know. Their leadership sometimes has never themselves been through a shift. They don't really know what to talk about, and providing that education for today's market, you almost become, it's like your bell cow, right? You're like, hey, we know this is happening and this is how you can win in this market. And so then you're attracting agents because it's like what actually matters, not, the glam of yesterday, if you will.
Exactly. It's old school, right? Keep doing the same thing and it's not getting what we've always gotten. And I think a lot of people are there because they don't have the resources or even the know-how that there is another way. And I think you said, going through a shift, and a lot of leaders in our organizations have never even been through one. And dating myself a little bit and speaking about my partner, Kristen, like between the two of us, we've been through a few. And I love that we can bring that practical knowledge to help people in their businesses, and keep them focused on like what needs to happen today to grow in the business, to thrive in the business, and then to maintain a mental, not go crazy while you're doing it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's that life management piece of it.
Well, connecting it to your why, like the real motivator.
Right.
Great. So I know you and I can talk about this all day. So,
yes.
But we would love to connect with everybody one-on-one. So please reach out to us. We're also going to have our assistant reach out to you and schedule phone call, Zoom call, whatever you guys want. If you guys want a mastermind, something for your top agents, something for recruiting, or just talk about the market and what's going on. Let's build relationships and let's stay in touch.
Yeah, I would love to. And I'm hoping, so gracious of Luis to share his connections with me. And I'm hoping that together we can make an impact. And I'd love to meet as many of you as possible.
Awesome. Talk to you guys soon.